Hey guys, want to talk about this Coast HP1 flashlight. You know, I get a lot of people who kind of tell me their story, email me or message me and kind of tell me their story and what they like or dislike about my channel, and usually it involves, somebody screwing my mother, and they dislike it. But, when you get those compliments where people say, hey, I like this about your channel, and one of the things I hear over and over again is that I have a knack for finding gear that's accessible to people without a ton of money, that's decent quality, and that they can get it without having to special order things. And one of the things I frequently hear is, I don't have a credit card, or, hey, I'm only 14 and my parents won't let me order stuff over the internet. So how do I get good gear? Where do I find good gear? Sure, everyone would love to have the newest Streamlight, but some people can't afford it. Some people can't order online. Some people are just too young. And should those people be left out? No. And that's why I do what I do on my channel. And this HP1 is a terrific piece of gear that exemplifies that. Now, Coast, you can pick these up at big box stores like Home Depot and Lowe's. Coast sells all over. I think they even sell at Walmart. And so, if your local store doesn't carry it, you can always go and have them order it or ship it to the store. Usually they'll ship these things for free to your local store. Now this HP1 is kind of neat because it's a small EDC size flashlight. It's runs off one AA, which once again, we all love the latest Streamlight, but we don't all have access to CR123 batteries or the 18650 batteries. This runs on a single AA. So what is this thing, guys? It's a simple, small EDC style flashlight with a belt clip. As I said, it takes a single AA. They claim on their website it's like 200 and something lumens, but that's if you use this like 146-500 battery, which of course you have to order online. When you use a regular AA, I believe the actual lumens is more like 100. And I did compare this to a couple of my other flashlights, and I think with a AA it is pretty close to 100, not the 200 or so they advertise on the packaging. The cool thing about this too is it is a focusing light. I know a lot of people don't like that. It bothers a lot of people. But this is the kind of light I like for EDC because the focus, you can set it from small dot with a little bit of a flood behind it to 100% flood. And this flood is actually big enough where at 10 feet it'll pretty much light up an entire wall. So if you're looking just to light up a large area or a small little area, this thing will do both. And it does that, we'll turn that off so you guys can actually see, by just moving the head up and down. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Sicko. Yeah. Now that creepy moment's over. Yeah, so it's a focusing flashlight, takes a AA. Little plastic button on the back. It's a little mushy, but not terrible. Not the worst I've ever seen. You can set it up, and it will stand there because it is recessed. It'll stand on the bezel. There's no fancy striking edges because, do we really need to be hitting people with our flashlights? Not usually. So just very simple, plain Cree LED, typical aluminum housing. It's not waterproof. It's water resistant, shock proof. Nothing fantastic. It's definitely not of the quality you're going to get from a Streamlight or a ThruNite or a Nitecore or an Olight or any of them out there nowadays. You're talking different playing fields. This is a $10 get it at a big box store. One complaint, I do not like the belt clip. It does not sit well in the pocket. It moves around a lot because all you have is one friction point with the pocket, so it does tend to move around a lot, and if you're pulling things out of your pocket it twists a little bit, so I don't really care for that pocket clip. It's got an anti-roll bar, which I really don't think you need on this size of flashlight, but it's there nonetheless in case you do need it. So there it is, guys. Like 10 bucks, decent power, pocket sized, perfect size for EDC, little flashlight. It takes a AA, or if you want to go fancy, you can get the 14650 or 600 or whatever the hell it is. that you can order for it, but I just thought it was really cool and a really good option out there for those guys who want a good EDC light, but just can't, for whatever reason, they don't get the money, they can't order online, whatever it is that's holding them back. This is a great option. I know a lot of those guys tend to buy the Maglite Mini because it's small and it's the closest thing in the price range. I think this is, I think it give that Maglite a little run for its money. It's brighter, a little more compact, and and Coast, they generally make pretty good stuff. So there it is, guys. That's Coast HP1, decent little flashlight for what we're doing here. Well, since I've already offended you with my flashlight move, I guess we'll end this one out with a fart. See who's actually still listening. Have a